In this video, I'll talk briefly about the right way and the wrong way to study and teaching your students to get the most out of Quizlet. This is really an issue for me in middle school, 6th through 8th grade. I would imagine in 11th and 12th grade it wouldn't be as big of an issue because students are pretty good at studying, I would hope, at that point. But the point that I'd like to make is that in any set, you'll want to either specify to students whether they should start a task with the term or the definition. In my case, well, in this set, we have a question here on the left and an answer on the right. Am I asking them to learn how to ask the question and spell the question, or am I asking them to learn how to answer the question? In this set, the goal is that they learn how to answer these questions. So I'm not going to want them to type in the question. I want them to type in the answer. And often, just because of the way Quizlet works, for example, the fact that the image can only be added on the right-hand side here, it will start study tasks with the definition or term that's not ideal for studying. So you'll have to teach students or tell them which side to start with, or to think about whether they're really studying what their teacher intends. So for this one, for example, I don't want them to type in the question, where are cuckoo clocks from? I want them to type in the answer that they are from Germany. So I'm going to find this drop-down menu here and change it to speak definition. Yes. Now it will make sense, and the studying that I'd like them to do will take place. Now they'll learn how to spell and say from Switzerland, and they'll remember that that's where Lindt chocolate is from. This is something to be aware of on Speller Space Race, where you'll find the menu at the bottom. Here, show definition or term. I'll switch it to term. When you change it, you'll need to make sure and click start over, or else it won't take effect. Now the students are given the question and they can provide the answer, which is what I intended the practice to give them. This is also relevant for the study task Learn, where you can click over here on the left, see term first or not. We do want to see term first, so we'll leave that. Sometimes it's ideal and sometimes it's not. I think it keeps the setting that you used last time. So sometimes with flashcards this is also relevant. I mean, that doesn't make sense to just look at Einstein and see he's from Germany. We want to start with the question.
Woher kommt Einstein?
Where's Einstein from?
Aus Deutschland.
From Germany. Okay.
Woher kommen Mozartkugeln?
That, again, the menu is over here. Start with term or definitions. So that was an example of a set that had question and answer in German. If you have something with English to a foreign language, same thing, just
11.
Here that's the correct order. It's working well. Here we have the correct order. If it would have come up with the German first, I suppose that's a good practice for receptive recall, but if you intend for the students to practice spelling, make sure you tell them to spell the German. I had some students who would go on and do their Quizlet assignments, and they thought that since they had done them, they were, learning what they should be, but they were spelling the English the entire time. So when the time came for a quiz, when I asked them to spell German words, they weren't prepared. So that's just the little pitfall to be aware of in terms of teaching students to study with Quizlet in a productive way.